Hi, I'm Leticia Barosa, and this is my ECS 463 Creative Works assignment. From this course, I learned a lot about how being a teacher involves not just the children, but also their families and the community. The way we engage with parents and families is extremely important. Engagement can happen by talking to families during drop-off and pickup times. Another way to communicate effectively with parents and families is to determine the best times for communication, and to be flexible with scheduling conferences, meetings, and phone calls home. Developing relationships with families is crucial, as they provide valuable insights and information. This is why creating a welcoming and inclusive classroom is important. It ensures that all families feel welcomed and comfortable asking questions because they know their beliefs and backgrounds are valued. One way to create a welcoming environment is by greeting families in more than one language, or displaying photos of the children and their families in the classroom. For example, having a family tree displayed can help children see their families, but also making their parents feel welcomed and involved in the classroom. The picture on the left is of me and my team members at the STEAM Carnival. Through the STEAM Carnival service learning experience, I realized how important it is to provide parents and families with information about community resources and events, especially those that offer hands-on experience like the STEAM Carnival. I had the opportunity to interact not only with the children but also their families, including parents, grandparents, and other relatives. Many of them expressed interest in whether they could recreate our activity at home. I shared a list of materials that Dr. White provided, and they even took numerous pictures of our display and the activity because they found it so interesting and wanted to do it with their children at home, which promotes family engagement in their child's education. Another important aspect of self-reflection of what I learned and gained from this course is understanding the community that the children in your classroom come from. The community is a valuable source of knowledge that can enrich learning by utilizing its diversity and cultural practices. This realization had made me reflect on the importance of visiting the children's communities to observe what is available, such as stores, churches, parks, museums, and libraries. By doing this, I can gain a better understanding of the children's funds of knowledge and find ways to incorporate them into the classroom. My plans for my future work to foster creating and supporting reciprocal family and community networks is by inviting families to bring their culture into the classroom and to celebrate diversity. As one of our course readings states, schools should teach kids to be proud of their heritage and language. One way I thought about doing this is by incorporating familiar items into the dramatic play area. For example, if the area is set up as a kitchen, hair salon, coffee shop, or ice cream shop, I would include items that reflect the children's cultures. I recently made these felt pan dulces, which are common in many Mexican bakeries. However, these felt pastries are not available in stores such as Lakeshore or Walmart, but it is so important for children to see foods from their culture in the play kitchen. When families visit the classroom and see their cultural foods represented, I believe it creates a welcoming and inclusive atmosphere. I also made felt paletas inspired by the conversations I had with the children at the preschool where I was student teaching. They often talked about visiting La Michoacana, a nearby Mexican ice cream shop. The paletas not only represented a cultural food, but also connected to the children's community experience, which I hope to continue doing in my future work. In addition to creating or purchasing items, I plan to encourage families to bring in items from their homes or cultures. Encouraging families to bring flags from their home countries or products that they commonly use at home can enhance the classroom experience. For example, in the dramatic play area, if it's set up as a hair salon, I plan to invite parents to donate empty hair product containers that they have at home. This not only incorporates parents into the classroom, but also enriches the learning environment. Additionally, it's important to include culturally diverse materials in the hair salon setup. Providing representation of various hairstyles, such as curly hair, can help celebrate diversity and inclusion. As highlighted in our course readings, practicing healthy cultural traditions with children can help them stay connected to a family and community strengths. This principle will help guide my efforts to foster reciprocal family and community networks in my future work.